Arbroath is famous for smokies and the declaration of Arbroath. The harbour has been much improved with a new harbourside development, and it seems many of the fishing boats have given way to pontoons, playing host to numerous leisure craft. However, Arbroath still remains an important white fish port, with the smokies available from a number of local smokehouses and fish merchants. Arbroath Sea Safari run boat tours from the Fish Market Quay here at the harbour. The boat is a purpose-built 10-metre rib and is crewed by RYA-certified skippers. They offer 1 or 2 hour trips along the coastline with dolphin, whale and seal watching en route. Or venture out the 11 miles to the Bell Rock Lighthouse on Inchcape Reef. This reef is 16 feet under the sea at high tide and just visible at low. This was once a major shipping hazard until the 120-foot tall lighthouse was built between 1807 to 11 by Robert Stevenson, the grandfather of the novelist Robert Louis Stevenson. This incredible structure is the oldest sea-swept lighthouse still in continuous use. The Declaration of Arbroath was drafted by the Abbot of Arbroath in 1320 on behalf of Robert the Bruce and signed by most of the Scottish nobles. It was addressed to the Pope to legitimise Bruce as the rightful king, because after he had murdered the Red Comyn in a Dumfries church in 1306, he had been excommunicated. They even say the American Constitution is based on the Declaration. The red sandstone walls of the 12th century abbey fell into disrepair after the Reformation. King William the Lion founded the abbey and is buried here, and it was here in 1951 that the Stone of Destiny was found, having been previously taken from Westminster Abbey. It was returned in time for the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II, and now, along with the Scottish Crown jewels, is on display in Edinburgh Castle. Head south to Dundee. This was an established settlement when the Romans arrived. It has been a royal borough since 1190 and had a castle and a monastery, both now gone. William Wallace was said to have been educated at the monastery school. He later killed the son of the English constable of Dundee in 1288. The land of the monastery was given to the people of Dundee by Mary Queen of Scots and became a cemetery. Dundee, the thriving city by the Silvery Tay, owes its prosperity to the 3 J's: jute, jam and journalism. The jute was a byproduct of the whaling industry here, and the oil, mixed with raw jute imported from India, could be woven into a coarse, strong fabric used for bags and carpets. Journalism means D.C. Thomson, whose papers and comics created titles such as the Beano and the Dundee. The jam started in 1797 by Mrs. Keeler, using the fruit of the nearby Carse. The infamous Tay Bridge disaster of 1879 saw the loss of 75 lives. The bridge was subsequently rebuilt in 1887, whilst the road bridge was opened in 1966. Below the bridges is Discovery Point. Discovery was built at the city docks and is on display here, famous as the ship used by Captain Scott during his fatal voyage to Antarctica. Nearby in Victoria Dock lies Her Majesty's frigate Unicorn, the 6th oldest ship in the world, and Scotland's only preserved warship, and the most original ship to have survived anywhere from the golden age of sail. Unicorn is a classic 46-gun sailing frigate, and would have been a fast and powerful warship. Built in 1824, it took nearly 1,000 oak trees to construct and would have needed 23 miles of rigging to hold up the sails that would have weighed 6 tons. However, Unicorn was put into reserve and a roof put over her hull before she was launched. She has spent her entire working life of 136 years here in Dundee and is owned by the Unicorn Preservation Society and open to the public.